Welcome, one and all. I'm your host of Dare to Dream, Graham Williamson, International Evidential Medium Intuitive. And I took off the International Medical Intuitive because it gets me into trouble with legalities. But I still do it, but I do not publish it anymore. But I am an evidential medium psychic. Okay? And today's show is about being an evidential medium. And I'm sorry to CC for screwing up the system a bit, but if you want to contact me, there's three ways of doing it. My email, the Brit77@hotmail.com. Email me, let me know your question, and I'll do my best to answer. Or go to my website, mediumgrahamwilliamson.online. Check my page. Or you can call me on 352-409-1060. Please leave a voice message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you. I'm a little bit out of sync thinking things because today I want to tell you and maybe show you, it all depends upstairs, about being an evidential medium. What is it? A medium's a medium, isn't it? Well, there's many different types of mediumship. A lot of you have heard about psychics, tarot readers, angel card readers, fantastic people. They all have their own way of communicating with and for the energy of spirit. I have been seeing things peripherally and sometimes face on most of my life. As a child, it spooked me a little bit, but my mum was a rescue medium. And I've got a bit on that. Rescue mediumship enables, well, there's a medium who's studied and practiced, knows who they are, and are very well grounded. You see, when somebody dies traumatically, like in a car crash or whatever, and suddenly they're gone, some people don't actually realize that they've actually passed over into the next plane of existence. And they live in their little world of self. Their spirit's encapsulated by all that they imagine, feel, see, smell, taste. And that's why you get the word ghosts. Some people see ghosts or spirit, which is important. Not every one of us can see or hear or feel or taste. Because sometimes there's a smell or sometimes it's a taste of something. That's part psychic and mediumship. The mediumship is allowing your energy to be higher vibration, where spirit can communicate through that of your own energy in theirs and work through our energy and enhance our own energy. Because spirit, they live in a realm with energy that is unlimited. Our energy of this earth is limited because we're a finite person, people. Everything on this earth has a limited time, physical. One of my favorite sayings is, we are spirit having a human experience. Because when you're in the spirit world, you can't hold things the same. You can't taste things the same. You can't feel things the same. You can sense stuff. You can see stuff. You can hear stuff. Sometimes you can smell. But I've never been on the other side consciously. I know I was spirit before I came into this body. I wanted to experience the physical world like you and I, and you, everybody else. So when you actually die quickly, you don't realize that you've passed into that world. And your light of inner self, that we've all got that pure white light from the divine. Every single one of us, whether we're a good person or a bad person, you've still got that inner light, but you either cover it up by negativity or experience or whatever it is, you keep on covering it up. I call it the onion layers, and it hides that white light. It's only as you get older that you realize there's a lot of wasted stuff that you've been doing, and you get rid of all that stuff. I'm retired now, and my life's so much fuller, so much more happy, even when negative stuff happens to me or my family, my loved ones. It doesn't hold me down, because I know what is important to me is to be honest for myself and be happy for myself, which makes those that love me happier. And seeing them happy makes me happy. But when you live in this little world, when you pass over and you encapsulate it, and your light isn't bright. Well, a rescue medium can see and sense this light when they go into the astral realm, or whatever the realm is totally called. I don't know. I'm just saying it's the astral plane of existence, but an easy way for you to understand what I'm saying. It's in a different energy level. I'm no professor. This is my own life experience, not from anybody else, my life. And I have seen little lights in the astral because I meditate. My intention is to have a fantastic day and be protected from negativity. But when I'm working to do rescue work, like my mother, I have to be in a safe environment, a trusted, safe environment. And I actually allow my inner self to travel to rescue these people. Because my light is a lot brighter than theirs. Because I'm here, and my intention is for the spirit that worked through me to shine my light for them so they can see the difference. So, what's that got to do with evidential? You see, when we actually locate spirit, even the ghost hunters you hear about, I've got some very famous people, I'm not mentioning names on there, but people I know who are world-renowned ghost hunters, spirit hunters, and they help prove life after the change called death. And the only way you can prove life after death is to actually state what that spirit is communicating through the medium, through me in this case, what it is from them, what they want me to tell the recipient, which is you. And I've got to come out with only the recipient and spirit know about. Sounds impossible. I thought it was impossible until I learned, no, it's not. When you walk into a room and you feel comfortable or uncomfortable, you have a choice. Your guts tell you, do I feel comfortable here or not? If you do, great. And the more you listen to your guts, the more your ability as psychic increases. Because you keep on going affirmations of what, oh, I'm glad I didn't stay because a big fight happened after I left, or something happened negative and I left. Oh, I'm glad I listened to my guts. When you get a sort of thing like that, it empowers you. But when you start hearing and feeling and seeing and sensing from spirit, all your five senses, I call it six to be honest, your sixth sense comes in, and you're hearing your memories churning away in your head about things you did in your childhood or yesterday or heard about. It's spirit reminding your memory at the moment that you need to pass what you're seeing, feeling, hearing, and saying to the recipient. And it will click to them and say, my dad, brother, sister, whoever it is, did that. Many years ago in Florida, I've been here 21 years, about 5 years into living here, I went to a church and there was a gentleman and a lady who came in, and he was very negative, in a real bad state. And I actually described the passing of a loved one to him. And she said, don't, because you have a destiny. You need to do such. And I was coming out with all these details of this person, the lady who had passed. And it saved his life because he was about to commit suicide. Yeah. I take my job as a medium very, very serious because I'm responsible for what I say, do, and pass on to recipients. It's not spirit. I am responsible. So I've got to trust my sources, my spiritual sources, my connections with spirit. And another fun episode. There's 3 ladies sitting on the front right-hand side of a pew of another church. And I was reading somebody on the left-hand side of the church. I think it was a gentleman I was just reading to. But every time I looked at these 3 ladies, the one in the middle, the older lady, my mouth went, must start slobbering. It sounds funny. It was funny. I ended up having to stop the reading for this gentleman and go to these 3 ladies. And the lady in the middle, I said, look, come on. Your mother had badly fitting teeth, didn't she? I said, she used to take them out when she wanted to talk to you because they used to fall out of her mouth. And when she wanted to eat, she used to cut everything up and gub it to death and slobber. And I was coming out with all these teeth. And their faces, from shock to laughter, the smiles went all the way up. Yes, it was their mother. Grandmother, or the 2 ladies on the side. The lady in the middle, it was her mother. How did you know about the teeth? I said, and I gave all the details. I said, now, she's going to hang around for a bit. Let me go and finish this gentleman, and I'll be back. Well, what I told the 3 ladies, and then I went back to this guy, he said, you just answered all my questions. I went, did I? He says, yeah. I've got to go to the dentist about my teeth, and I wasn't going to go because I thought I'd be all right. But hearing about this lady whose teeth kept falling out made him make up his mind he better go to the dentist and get his teeth fixed. You see, what I'm saying to one can also be for another. Evidential mediumship is clarification of the spirit through the medium to a recipient. And they have got to be correct. They've got to trust the connection that they have. It's not, I'm thinking this out. I'm going to, now what can I tell this person? Oh, nice person, wears nice clothes. So I don't do that. Half the time I take my glasses off and I'm pretty blind up close because I need them for reading. But there's too much light in here and blinding. But I trust my instinct, my memory activated by spirit. It's like a brand new computer. It's got all those programs in. You have to switch them on to activate the program. Spirit activate your memories when needed. So it doesn't matter what you're saying or doing. Spirit will come through and stir those memories. And by that, an association is like a chain link. 1 link, 2 links, 3 links, 4 links. And everything falls into place. But you've got to listen and trust yourself. You've got to know yourself. I have been praying for today's show all morning. I've been getting my intention to do the highest and best for spirit and for you. It's not about me. I'm just a spokesperson. I'm the medium. And as fortuitously, my wife and one of my daughters went to the beach. She just decided, Mom, let's go to the beach. And left the house totally empty. My dogs and cats are all laying down and relaxing. And they're all peaceful. I had some good news as well about an incident that was very sad. But I'm getting all the links in the chain of information, 1 link at a time when it's needed. You see, we all are psychic, but not all of us are mediums. Because you've got to raise your energy, your vibration. You've got to have good intention, and you are answerable in law for what you say or do. That's why I don't care if you don't like me. I only care that I can give you my highest and best. You see, I've lived a very long time. I didn't expect to be living past 30 because of my past. I'm a recovered alcoholic. But spirit had other alternative reasons for me to live. My best friend died in my place in the war, the Falklands. But why am I here? I used to say. You know, all my friends, you know, they all got killed in the Falklands War, or major accidents and family. You know, all these things went through my head, and I was suicidal. I would never do that, but I was suicidal. I went through. You asked me fun. I used to drink too much, but what saved my life was being a fitness freak. I used to run everywhere, swim, mile and a quarter, mile and a half, and I didn't want to drown, so my lungs are exceedingly big. What's that got to do with evidential mediumship? A lot, because if your body's healthy and you eat good and you look after yourself first, then the ones that you love, as equals, your vibration goes up and up and up. It's proven. Meditation helps. Being of peace of mind, body, and spirit. You've seen all the yoga. That all helps your body, and it can help your physical and emotional state. But you still got to do the walk. You still got to learn things. You still got to find out what makes you tick. And being on this show today, because of my mother, that picture behind me, Dare to Dream, I always mention it because it was my mother's last gift to me. And within an hour or two of her passing in the middle of the night here in Florida, she lived in England, within an hour or two of her passing, my wife smelt mother's favourite scent. I never told her what it was. And it was the scent of lilac. We call it crepe myrtle here, but the lilac tree. She smelt it. I was fast asleep. And when I sleep solid. I have sleep apnea as well because of my big lungs. And I'm reversing it. But you see, that was the evidence my mum passed. I tell people personal things about one lady, pick your feet up, you're always tripping. That was the last reading I gave to somebody at a fair recently. And she burst out laughing. She said, my mother always used to pick up your feet, pick up. How did I know? I never met a woman before. And another one about a diet, another one about a drinking, another one about a hair. You see, all these things are not make-believe. They happened to me and the recipients that were with me. You alone decide whether you believe me or not. And those of you that listen to your guts will know what I'm telling you is the truth, because you can feel it. The evidence speaks for itself. How many times have you heard that? How many times have you heard that? The evidence speaks for itself. You know when something's truthful. Or you make excuses. Yeah, well, that was just a guess. That was a fluke. You know the hardest person to prove about mediumship is also the easiest one to turn. The one that says, this is rubbish. A very cold mind, black-minded, cynical person. It's all rubbish. They're the easiest ones to prove life after death. Because they've got a barrier that's so fragile, they think, it's not going to bend. I'm on this side, they're on that side. All you need, this is a piece of glass. One sharp object, truth, it's gone. They've got nowhere to turn to but face the truth. So the cynical person is the easiest one to change. It's those that say, I believe in spirit, I believe in mediumship, I believe in psychics. And they build up this beautiful, beautiful, flowery picture of it. I'm not a flowery person. I make jokes. Yeah, because I'm wanting to lift your energy higher by being happy. That's what my mother bequeathed me, and her mother, my grandmother, my nana. They both bequeathed me the gift of mediumship. And my siblings, and I've got a lot of siblings, but I'm the only one working with spirit. Why? Because I want to carry on the tradition of evidential mediumship, of psychic, of card readers, tarot, crystal ball, tea leaves, palmistry, pendulum, you name it, dowsing, twitching, you call it. You know, there's all these different ways of using psychic ability. And there's also so many different ways of using mediumship. Clairsentient, clairaudient, clairvoyant. And there's a lot more. I'm not thinking, I'm just saying it. But you see, coming on this show today, I wanted to prove life after death. Only you can decide whether I'm telling the truth or not. That's why Dare to Dream is more than just a show. It's a doorway. It's a doorway into your heart, into your soul, into your spirit. And I'm your host, Graham Williamson, intuitive, evidential, medium, and psychic. And I'm here bi-weekly. And if you want to contact me, please email me at thebrit77@hotmail.com. And that's THEBRITT77@hotmail.com. Or my website is mediumgrahamwilliamson.online. Or you can call me on 352-409-1060. Leave a voice message. Without it, I think it might be another scam. And I am not 100% accurate. I am damn good at it. I won't put a percentage, but I can't read everybody's or answer everybody's question 100%. I'm not omnipotent. I'm just a person doing the best I can to convey proof of life after death. And the only way I can do that is by, if you want to contact me, there's the three choices there. Or you can come on to my show. Ask if you want to go on. I may be able to do a demonstration. But this is more of a talk show rather than a demonstration show. I do other things. And if you want further information, say, contact me and I'll pass it on. But I'm so privileged being here doing Dare to Dream with Cece and all the rest of the team on WGSN Going Solo Network. And I say, I'm here bi-weekly. And my show today is about being an evidential medium. See, I can't read without my glasses. But part of me wants to start doing what we call trance work. But that's another issue. And for that, I need somebody to talk to me. I need somebody sitting in here keeping an eye on me. You see, a lot of people have heard so many things about mediums, and there's some very gifted people on the media at the moment, on the TV. As a young man, I forget the names. I'm terrible at names. My wife will prove it. But there's so many gifted mediums out there who do evidential work, and each one is unique. No two mediums work the same way. I'm sorry, they don't. They can be similar, but no two mediums work the same. My way may not work for another person. But if I don't express how I work, how can anybody learn what they feel comfortable with? But this show is about communication, clarity of communication. That's why I do Dare to Dream. The rainbow from my grandson, the picture from my mum, all the family around me. Because let me tell you one thing. We are all children of God, the divine. We all were created for a purpose. Not all of us know what that purpose is, but some of us know what it is. And the term I like to use is, I found my own self-enlightenment. I found one of the purposes I came on this earth for. And that's to prove life after death, or life after the change called death. Because the body dies, but not the spirit. The spirit never will. And I was saying about that lady tripping over earlier. She actually, I told her before anybody else spoke to me, I said, you changed your shoes 3 times before you left your room today, and you were on your own, and your purse dropped off the bed. How did you know that? Because your mum told me. She was there. She was laughing at the fact you went through all those shoes, and your purse dropped on the floor. That sounds far-fetched. It did to me. But she said, hang on a minute. What did I tell you about? The other people that were with her? And they all confirmed what I'd said was from her mother who'd passed away. That is evidential. I don't know how I do it. My memory, I've seen so many things. I've got 5 siblings in England. Oh, it's 5 of us from England and 3 of them from America. And I'm the only one working my gift this way. All my family work in nursing in some form or another, which is wonderful. But I got sick of nursing as a young age. But that's partly why I became an evidential medical intuitive. But that got me into trouble in America recently because of the legalities of stuff, because I'm not medically trained. You see, we all have an innate ability, or more than one. We're all psychic. Whether we choose to listen to it or not is your choice. If you're going to enhance it, you've got to work with it. But when you raise your vibration of being intuitive psychically, you're just a short step away from mediumship. Because your energy is from the spirit world. But it's on the human form that we recognize it. But spirit are far more powerful than you think. Their energy is unlimited because they have infinite time and energy, because they don't die like we do. Because we are the divine energy, which is everlasting. So when you learn to use your innate abilities or gifts, whatever it is, mine happens to be evidential mediumship and psychic and all those other things I described earlier. You see, you have a choice. Every moment of your life, you have a choice. Some choices are very difficult and you don't want to face them. That's fine. But at least be honest with it. When I said I've helped people since. I've not touched a drop of alcohol since December 25th, 2001. I quit all tea, coffee. Coming from a Brit and a Navy person, a cook, tea was the lifeblood. But I went cold turkey. I quit everything. I've been healthier, but I've still had the after effects of all the things I did wrong before now coming through and getting through it. It's because I'm healthier now that I'm able to get through that stuff. But the same works for mediumship. You've got to get rid of self. You've got to get rid of the ego. You've got to get rid of materialism. That's my experience. I'm not speaking for other people. But I'm just showing you how I got through to being a better medium than I was before. I started to understand the memories that I was getting from my past helped so many other people when spirit came through to prove evidential mediumship to the recipient. The evidence I was giving, yes, it was from my memory of my experiences, and I learned to describe what I was seeing in a way that the recipient went, I know exactly what happens. The teeth, I've got an artificial tooth. I'm missing teeth. So I saw dentist, teeth, holes, big gaps. I was slobbering. I learned, hang on, did she have Problems with the teeth? Yes or no? I don't ask for detail, just say yes or no. You don't tell me a story before. I always say, have you got a question for me? Good. Most of them say no, whatever it is. That way, I just listen to their voice, that energy resonates within me, and then I start getting images, feelings, sensations, whatever it is. And I just know it's from them via spirit that's working through me. Their energy is working through, and the mix up inside me, and I can say, oh, A, B, C, D, F, whatever it is. It sounds whatever you want to call it. But you see, every single medium I've ever met are different. But it's one thing we all have in common. We all have the gift of helping other people. To know that your loved ones are not just going to go die and cease existing, cease growing, cease learning, cease loving. Their spirit never will. It will keep on learning, keep on loving, keep on giving, keep on being with you, if that is their choice. Because you still have choice, even on the other side. That's why you don't always feel your loved ones close. You think, oh no, they've left us now. They're busy. They're learning stuff. You know, I just read an article of world-renowned mediums saying people were knocking on the door of their family and friends and wanting information, answer a question. And the lady said, hang on, you want a reading, you contact me, email. Don't go through my family and friends. They're family. Leave them out of this. This is me. You want me to answer your question, come to me. You see, clarity of purpose. That's why when people say, I'm a medium, or I'm a psychic, or I'm an angel card reader, or I'm tarot this, or whatever label, that's who you go to. You don't go to the family and friends. When people come to me to say, what can you do? I said, I'm a medium, whatever's needed. I don't know, and I don't ever limit my gifts. I don't say, I can only do this, 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 and this. I say, whatever's needed. Because I've done so many varieties of readings. I was taught so many different things as a child. The basics. I learned my own way from that. I learned how to utilize what I was taught basically. Like a child at school, you taught the ABC, you taught maths, you taught gym, you taught gardening, whatever it is you learn at school. That's the schooling I had. I look at nature. I did gardening. I love it. I love to drink. I drink gallons of water. Now, I make my own juices. And I'm healthier for it. If I had a cup of coffee, my gorgeous lady would disown me. Because caffeine in my body, I'm hyper. And anybody that knows me, like I work for Publix, everybody says, thank God you don't drink coffee. We can't handle your energy as it is now. Because I was always laughing and joking, always busy, always having fun. But I did my work. I, in no way, am making this a joke. Far from it. But I enjoy sharing love and light, love and laughter. Because there's nothing to be afraid of when you pass. You're free of the physical. And evidential mediums will show you your loved one hasn't ceased living. They're just in a different plane of existence. They'll be with you if they so choose. Sometimes they feel that they've got to stay with you until you finally accept that they've passed. I've been through that with my family loss last couple of months. He still pops around. He's still making himself known. We're still encountering things that specifically for my wife's brother who was killed in a traffic accident. We're seeing dandelions. We're seeing all the seeds floating by. We're hearing things that he used to do and cowboy stuff. I mean, there's so much evidence to say, hey, I'm still here. And I've always said to people, please, if you want to kill me quick so I can come back and haunt you and make you laugh. Because I don't want people to think, oh, when Graham's gone, that's it. I'm coming back and I'm going to make people smile. And I'll have all that energy. I know it sounds crazy. But I've proven to many, many people, I've lost count, I've been doing this so long now. I have helped so many people realize that, yes, their loved ones are now no longer of this earth. They belong now in spirit. But they have not forsaken you. And I apologize for the choice of the word, but it's such an apt word. They have not left you alone. And going solo network is not about going alone. It's individuals standing up, using their gifts to help other people. This is one of the reasons why I'm doing my show with these people. And the producer, Cece, she's fantastic. She puts up with me, and she deserves a medal, because I am not the everyday run-of-the-mill medium. I am not quiet. I am not, this is a serious thing to do. I'm nothing like that. I have fun doing what I'm doing. Oh, I've got a lady asking for a reading. Right. All I want from you, Lauren, no guarantees, but I just want a yes or no answer. Not maybe or anything, just yes or no answer. Okay, the first thing I got was animals around you. And they're not all small animals, yes or no. You've had big animals around you, yes or no. And I don't know, this person just come into the, this is only the second time someone's actually asked me a question. And the other thing I'm getting, Lauren, is you've been concerning yourself about your diet, and you're doing good, but you've got to take it slow. Don't rush it. And get yourself fitter and wear better shoes. Thank you. And get better footwear. Does that make sense? Thank you, Lauren. I don't want to go any deeper than that just now. If you want further, please contact me. I'll give you one for free for 15 minutes, so we can sort that out. But you see, it's not make-believe. You see, we all have, play it back and you can see the answers. See, this is why I do what I do with WGSN Going Solo Network, radio, TV, and podcasts. This is what we are all here for, to help you. I just happen to be the guy that's a medium. And I'm still exploring all that I've been doing. What can I do? And you'll see me swallowing a lot, because I know Spirit want me to talk more. And you know, when you come into a crowded room and sometimes you've got to bite your tongue, because you know what you're going to say may just cause ripples, positive or negative, or it'll calm things down. But you see, you either trust your instincts and open your mouth, or trust your instincts to keep your mouth shut. That is being psychic. When you trust yourself. Mediumship is a lot more in depth. And you have to be honest with yourself first. I don't think what I'm going to tell you, as I said earlier. I can't. It's not about me, the Grail. It's about what Spirit wants you to learn about life, your abilities. Because every single one of you have innate gifts within you. Some of you recognize them. Some are mathematicians, some are painters, some are artists. some are builders, some are gardeners, whatever it is that you are happy with doing is your gift. But it's not just one gift. Are you happy with it? Are you passing on the knowledge that you've got? This is why I love this show, because I want to pass on what I've got. It's been recorded. Somebody could say later on, this guy was a nut, but he knew something. Because I don't care what you think of me. I only care that you learn something about yourselves. Because I'm only here to speak the spirit for what I went through to understand my innate gifts within me. I've actually held an envelope that was sealed, and somebody said, tell us what it is. Clairsentience. Tell me what this is. Sounds impossible. But it is possible. I describe what was in the envelope. I can do pendulum, Ouija, tarot, playing cards, you name it. Because I wanted to learn all my gifts. And I'm still learning them. I'm 67 years of age. I'm still learning new abilities. Because the more I open up and trust myself and be honest with myself, the more I learn. I'm not living in a dream world. I'm not living just up here with spirit. I live in this world. I'm retired. I'm doing things like this morning. We're at a vending at a place in Oklahoma, honestly, Oklahoma. And my wife's just selling the bracelets. She makes them. Okay? And she's selling them. And other things. And we were talking to people. We were having fun. We've got a life other than doing this. You see, every minute we're meeting people and sharing experiences. You all have these memories. What good is knowledge unless you share it? I've got a very good friend that lives up in Canada, a very gifted medium. She's one of my best friends. And we've never met. But we are so much in tune with each other. We've been best friends for over 20 years. And one day, I may physically get to meet her. Who knows? I've asked her to come visit me on the show today, but she hasn't appeared yet. She hasn't said anything yet. But we are all connected by this energy. That's why when you go to a crowded room and you feel that psychic ability of the energy around you, does it feel good? Does it feel bad? What are you going to do? Stay or go? But when you raise your own vibration better because you want to help other people, what's this? Yeah. Well, I've been talking too much. I've only got a couple of minutes. But this is why you need to share your knowledge. I share my knowledge from those who have passed over. That's why I'm an evidential medium. And as I said before, if you want to contact me and you would like a reading or whatever it is I can help you with, I will do my best. But I'll be on again in 2 weeks' time. I'll post the date. I don't have my calendar with me. But I hope you'll join us. I don't know what the topic will be at the moment. I always trust Spirit to give me the information. But please, I'm your host of Dare to Dream. My name's Graham Williamson. I'm an international evidential medium and psychic. And the show will be June the 8th at 5 p.m. EST. Okay? So please come and join us. And if you want to contact me, please email me at thebrit77, that's THEBRITT77 at hotmail.com. Or my website, visit that, mediumgrahamwilliamson.online, or call me on 352-409-1060. Leave a voice message, then I'll respond. But I am here for you. And I hope you enjoy the show. So please comment, like, share, and even subscribe. Because the more people that subscribe, the more we can expand and help more people. Because the Go and Seller Network is phenomenal. We've got so many gifted hosts of all types of aid to other people. But I want to thank you, and Spirit, thank you for coming in. Thanks, Lauren, for asking your questions. Hope you email me, and I'll be back in a couple of weeks. And I really want to say thank you. I've enjoyed doing the show. We haven't even had a break this time because I've been talking so much. Thanks for listening. Thanks, Cece.